Welcome. Welcome to Watching with Style. if if you are bold enough to be joining me tonight, kudos to you. I wish I was able to give each and every one of you something because I'm not sure if I was you, then I would be watching this. I'm not sure if I could stomach this as just a regular fan. Excuse my voice. Um, it's a broken record for me. It there were multiples of plays out there for us. Um, we are not good enough as a team to overcome not taking advantage of situations. And yet again, we lose again at home. Another situation where the support was there for the players, and it's disappointing. It's disappointing for a lot of reasons. It's disappointing because of all these home games you guys have showed up for in this conference. They have not showed up. But more than that, it's when a family member is suffering, you are supposed to rally around said family member. When Coach Stoops loses his mother, condolences to the Stoops family. When he loses his mother, for a guy who is a player's coach, for a guy who gives these players a lot of rope, for a guy who is empathetic to issues that players go through. His support for Oates and Bowden are two guys that first come to mind that I have personally seen. And for these guys not to play like their hair's on fire is disappointing. Losing a family member is tough, and I can't imagine losing a mother. And for him to be still coming to the facility, not sure how his demeanor was, but he comes to work. He comes to prepare you guys for a winnable game on Saturday, and you don't give it to him. It's disheartening. Um, I wish I had the answers. I wish I had the reasons. I wish I could be in the locker room and to be a fly on the wall to get the temperature of the locker room. There's too many things going on. It's like a duck. Like the duck looks all calm to the average person, but underwater it's chaos. And I think there's chaos under the water. And as I've said before, if you have not gone through adversity, how do you know how to combat it? Some people act out during adversity. Some people climb into a shell. Neither one is beneficial to a team. Either you face it front on or you lean on each other. Honestly, that's one of the things you miss from a locker room is the ability to lean on each other. Because we all have the same goal. We all, no matter what we have lived through, what we've been through up to this point, this is your second family. And cliche wise, there's not enough people pulling the same rope. And it's unfortunate. Aaron said, God seemed to have let go. Right. No confidence, no fire. Now, coaches seem to have no confidence in the guy. We don't have a rally cry this year. Yeah, it is. It's hard because my opinion of the game changed as I did the cut ups and as I did the edited the first half. And it wasn't for lack of effort. It was for the little things. And when you are not afforded the best players in the country, every little thing catches up. And this year, all the little things are catching up. And it's almost in a situation where you have to be perfect. Brent, in your honest opinion, is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Does this turn around? Should we be expecting? Brent, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what light at the end of the tunnel means for this year, but I don't see us win. It's a week in, week out basis. And everybody has to play better. And the unfortunate part about it is we came out of this game, I thought we were going to be fine. But if you are going to require the defense week in and week out, the whole teams to under 20 points, that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Now, 48 points a couple of weeks ago, well, what, 41 really, I guess? Well, actually 34 because we had the interception that returned to the 1 yard line. I mean, so you can take 2 touchdowns out, 34 points. It's still way too many. So, expectations to score 10 points in what? The first it's 10 minutes of the game, and then not to score another one for the next 50 minutes is a problem. You put a lot of stress on a defense to be perfect. I don't know, man. There's so many angles you can look at, and it's hard for me to speculate with a whole lot of confidence when I'm not in Lexington, because you can hear things and you can read tea leaves and read the temperature of body language when you are at the facility Monday through Friday. I don't have that ability, but there's something missing. There's a disconnect. There's lack of trust. There's lack of accountability. all in between. Big Cheese said, put Wimsatt in the Wildcat. I've never, when it even was made, was on the on the Gavin train. Like I've said on this many times, I watch every snap of his because of my pettiness, and I just don't see it. Um, if you are not ready to give Cutter Boley a half, give Bo Allen a half. If Bo Allen's like, look, dude, I just want to be a GA, give Cutter Boley the half. I'm sorry. I've seen a lot of Gavin. No slight to him as a person. I just don't see the advantage of using him. He's not an elite athlete. So if he's not an elite athlete, but he's your running quarterback, why not run the running backs who are elite athletes? I understand you get an extra player to block. I totally get it. Totally get it. You playing 11 on 11. But it's not a guy who can break one off where the defense is scared. He's a big back. He can lean forward. He can get you 2 to 3 yards, sure. He's not a game changer. And for me, if he's not a game changer, use Brock. Have you broken down what we do offensively by personnel, meaning running with certain guys and passing with certain guys we sub? So Aaron, I don't have the time and I want to. I definitely get what you're getting at, but I'm not. I'm not going to that point. You, as a guy who, my sophomore year in high school, I was the I don't know what you. I wasn't co-starter because the senior starter, but I played a lot as a quarterback, and even getting series was difficult because let's say I get in there, the starter scores on his series, then the next series I jump in, and now he's in a rhythm, and now I jump in, running the same offense. It wasn't two different styles of quarterback. We ran the same offense, and then I come in, I get a series. Then if I look good, I might get 2 series. Now that puts the first guy, he's cold. Sit on the sideline for a minute. At least for me, I play both ways. So even if I'm missing a series, I get on the field on defense. Subbing in and out puts you in a bind because now, like in this game, we go from first and whatever, then we're second down, and we go from 2nd and 9 to a 2nd and 7 to 3rd and 9. Now you got to bring me back on the field and obvious passing down. That's not the right way to do it. Yeah, Aaron, I'm the pettiest of the petty. At least I know that about myself. But I'm a quiet petty. What's up, Ben? Man, it is difficult. I hear you, Ben. It just usually the backup, if you're gonna use him, creates a spark. He's not a spark creator. He's just not. Not a knock. It's just the truth. He's not a spark creator. And if you're gonna bring him in, you're bringing him in to create a spark, and that's not happening. If you're gonna bring him in just for short yardage, bring him in on the goal line. Bring him in on 4th and 1. Don't bring him in on 2nd and 9. Even if he was Lynn Bowden, I still would feel the same way. And he's a dynamic quarterback. Still would feel the same way. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to talk about it when we don't have a bowl streak is at stake, these seniors at stake. You don't want to go out like this. You don't want to go out like this. I was at the game even as all the fans showed up again, just from the exactly. I'm with you, Blue Shadow. I'm definitely with you. Have you seen a worse coaching decision than that? Yeah, maybe. Starting Tim Couch in the swamp was pretty bad. So, um, but I understood the Couch decision a little bit. I don't understand. So, okay, you might be right. This might be the worst. Because that's why, for me, I think there's more going on than just taking a look at who has a better option. We know damn well that who's the best option. For all the problems we have on offense, Brock has issues, but he ain't the leading issue. So, I don't know. Or running backs get more yards or carry, like why not? I don't know, Ben. That's the one that I'm lost at. And here's the deal: don't use they don't know the playbook excuse, because if they don't know the playbook, they shouldn't fucking play at all. So if you're gonna play them, you run the plays that they know how to run. You modify your play calling to what they can run, because don't fucking pee in my face and tell me it's raining. I don't like to be lied to like that, because if if um if Wilcox only knows 2 plays, you can teach him 3 to 4 more plays. Excuse me. And those 3 to 4 plays are the ones he run out of multiple formations. If you can't tell me you can't run outside zone out of 12, out of 11, out of 13, out of 21 personnels, you're not a good coach. If your players can't execute said plays in practice, you can't call them in a game. If your playbook becomes 20 plays, you fucking run the 20 plays. You run the 20 plays. If your players can only digest 20 plays, that's what you fucking run. Get creative out of formations and motion. That's all. I don't want to hear he only knows X amount of plays, and that player who only knows X amount of plays, you're gonna fucking play him. Now it's on you. Now it's on you. You just allow him to play. Now it's your job to find a way to create a situation where he can be the most successful. If you're gonna play him, you gotta play him. Don't want to hear the bullshit. All right, we're gonna start this because I'm all talked out. This bothers me so much. This kid can flat out tote the rock. I don't know what his other situations are. I really don't. I don't know what his situations are. But that guy can flat out run the football. I can't come up with a reasoning. This might, I don't want to say ever, this might be one of the few times I've seen a running back run the first play of the game and check out. If said player only knows a certain amount of plays, you might should script the first few plays to be plays that he can run. Why would you script the next play to be something that he can't run and bring him out the game? Make it make sense. If it's a, well, learn your playbook thing, why are we fucking playing them? I'd rather play with damn Gavin back there if he doesn't do the things he's supposed to do. All you're doing is punishing the team. Because if he's not doing what he's supposed to do and he's still playing, you just put yourself behind the 8 ball right there. If you playing him, but he's not doing everything that you require to get playing time, you put yourself in a bad situation right there. So if you're gonna put yourself in a bad situation, lean into it. This guy's running hard. It's 2nd and 7. And this joker runs immediately off the, what the? He does it. So it's not like a situation where, hey, Wilcox, we're going to run this play. And the next play, we're going to get Patterson in. He's trying to figure out, am I in or am I out? Oh, well, shit, I'm out. Fuck me. Don't get it, man. Don't get it. I'm not going to harp on this too much longer, but it makes no sense. This right here was a play of progress. And there was some progress in this game from good old Brock. This guy is his guy as a quarterback. You are responsible for this guy. If he comes, you are responsible for him, which means We don't have a blocker for him. We overloaded this way, and whatever the call, Cox went backside. So if he comes, it's your guy's a quarterback. Brock feels it, he sees it, steps up in the pocket, avoids. And then the great part about this even more is he immediately knows where his outlet is. Step up, get a dime. I don't understand why this thing is stopping. So he threw it here. So that's 10 yards, 20 yards. That's 20 plus yards, y'all, because of his patience, him knowing where his outlet was, being able to step up in the pocket because there's nobody on his feet. That's progress. That's progress. So that was an exceptional play by him. Doesn't seem like that's a big deal. Now he's in rhythm. Now he throws a BB to Dane across the field. I want you to understand how good a throw this is. Because he cannot, in essence, lead him, because if he leads him, it's going to go out of bounds. So he can't lead him. He's got to throw him back. So he throws him back, allows Dane to turn his back to the sideline and go up and catch this ball. If he throws it out in front with, I'll do it again. With this length of a throw, he's going to throw him out of bounds. This is a heck of a throw and a heck of a catch. Now, like I've said, the only problem is you cannot live off of contested throws. That's an NFL deal. Like, that's why, for example, a player like Tim Tebow looked great in college, but not good in the pros. He's throwing to wide open receivers. We got to get separation. No one's open, throw the ball away. I like it. What the hell? So now, we done thrown how many good passes? Just threw a BB. Just got rushed and had to throw a ball away. So that's a good decision. That is a good decision by him. Okay? I don't know what the blocking assignment was, but whatever it is, we leave this guy unblocked. Don't know why. Don't know if the running back was supposed to come and seal this backside. I don't know. But whatever happened, happened. And we got rid of the ball. We didn't take a sack. We didn't eat a sack. We got rid of the ball. But now you're going to disrupt this. You're going to disrupt it and take them out the fuck. Y'all, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of this. If I'm Brock, I'm just giving scenarios, y'all. Just giving scenarios. If I'm Brock at halftime, do you say, Coach, I'm not I'm not down for all this Southern. Either you let me get a rhythm or you just let him play the whole half. Brent, I don't get it. Brent said this is where I don't understand the concept. To bring Wimsatt in now at this point of drive, we are moving the ball effectively and feel like we stall at this point with a quarterback change. It's a bad look. Now, if both quarterbacks were on the same playing level, like they're even Steven, I get it. If Gavin was Lamar Jackson, but as a freshman, we haven't seen him play anywhere else. He's Lamar Jackson. I get giving him a series or two. But the sub players out mid-series is, in my opinion, never the way to go. Never the way to go. But what do I know? So now we're going to go from 2nd and 10 to 3rd and 9. And then ask the other guy to come right back in. It makes no sense. Now, I don't know what the what the requirements for this mesh route is from the quarterback standpoint. With the ball in the hash and with Barry and Brown right here, my first option is maybe to let Barry and Brown clear and throw it to him out here, out in space. It's a reduced situation over here. Especially when you right now know that they're not in man. When those guys sprint out, they're not in man. Now, the corner could potentially be in man, but you got guys over there. Your biggest space is over here. Now, if he has time, which he does, he can be a little more patient and dissect it. 3rd and 9. Be patient, dissect it. But they put themselves in that situation. It's hard to get yourself out of that situation against decent defenses on a consistent basis. Hard. But I like Barry and Brown at the bottom. I really do. Oh, the ball is. I'm gonna get it to where the ball is in throw. I like Barry and Brown right here, right now. Give him a couple more strides for him to potentially get even with this linebacker, and then throw him open. Throw him open. So we get a field goal. We at least get points on the first drive. Uh-oh. I will never argue with points. Never a bad thing. Points are never a bad thing. So now, we kick the ball off. Auburn gets a penalty. And we do what we're supposed to do. Now, this is the hardest thing to understand. Y'all, this is my time watching it. I think they're in cover 3. And we got to screw up. Unless, I don't know what the hell we doing, to be honest with you, y'all. Because it makes no sense for Lovett to be guarding a tight end man to man. He's not a threat. I don't know, but he should be probably in curl flat. So we losing him because I don't know. But fortunately, like I always say, make them throw the short pass. Make them throw that. Make them live off of that. It seems like, oh, you're just giving up. No, they have to complete it. They have to make a play and complete it. They didn't. Now 2nd and 10. Now this is much better distribution of underneath zones. This is great distribution here. Great distribution here. Wide receivers got to find a window. If the window's not big enough, you can a lot of times be able to deflect balls. That's why length is so important. So if he tries to throw it in this window, if these two guys got length, that window becomes extra small. Great distribution. He's got nothing. Rally to the quarterback. Guess what? They gets nothing. 3rd and 10, they put quads. They put quads over here. Trying to take advantage of maybe 3-on-2. Run to the ball. We rally. Get the ball back to the offense. Y'all, that's some of the best 5 minutes of football you will see. That's big time. Put points on the board. They get a penalty. Go 3 and out. You get the ball basically at the 50-yard line for your second drive. You can't ask for anything more. We got to hold the fort. These two guys don't do a good job of pass blocking. So there's immediate pressure on Brock now. The only thing I have knock with Brock is he always escapes to his right. I don't know what the route concept is, or I don't. But Dane is up at the top right there running an out route. Although he seems like he's scanning here to here. But if pressure is coming where it's coming, why don't we ever escape that way? That's a self-scouting thing that he's going to have to do with himself, is he always scrambles to the right. got a complete cutback for Wilcox. I don't care what you fucking say. That guy runs hard. And this damn flag is bullshit. Apparently, they called it on not Missy, Former. Missy's hurt. They call it on Former. Big old 52. That's who they call it on. Y'all, where's the hole? Where's the hole? There is no hole. I hope they call on somebody else, but I've looked, and the only hole you can kind of call is right here. That might not be the right thing. Is right there. But apparently they didn't call it on him. So, I don't know, man. But that guy runs hard. You cannot tell me that guy doesn't run hard. He runs with aggression, and we need to see more from him. If we're going to play him, let's play him. I don't get it. So now we second and forever. What a throw and catch. Back shoulder. Get your foot down. Great catch. Now we get in a rhythm. I want y'all to understand this. This is important. Play clock's at 20. Once the ball is snapped, play clock resets. So once the play is over, the clock operator just press go. Play is over, he pressed go. We snapped the ball with 21 seconds. We only had 19 seconds from when Dane Key caught the ball, roll out of bounds, to when we snapped the ball again. That's what I call rhythm. Get back in on the ball, and now it doesn't seem like Auburn is in a good situation. They don't have a contained guy. We washed all of this stuff in here is washed. Cox does a great job of sealing. And now, if you've been watching me anytime, now you got a one-on-one with that guy and that guy. And in that conference, he should win it 95% of the time. I don't think that corner touches him. He doesn't touch him. He doesn't lay a finger on him. He doesn't even come within a yard of him. That's rhythm. But guess what happens after this play? 5. Y'all, it make sense. 0 cents. Explanation. I want to do the cutups for this, but damn, I wanted to do something fresh right here for y'all. This is a play where Brock cannot throw it without pace. Because as a quarterback, I don't know what these two guys are going to do. It is pretty much a catch and throw. Catch, throw. I can't throw it any other way than he threw it because what if one of these guys try to jump in front? Then there's a pick six. I'm sorry, John. Hey, John KY, bro. There's not much else I can say. You're right. We're not even an hour, John. You're right. I'm all talked out, John. I'm all talked out. There's nothing else I can do. There's nothing else I can say. There's no options, man. So I apologize, John, that I got into the plays earlier than normal, for sure. But that's all I can do, man. That's all I can do. So he cannot put any touch on that ball. He's got to throw that thing online. Where were you at, John? To be treated like royalty. Where were you at? Were you in the what's that little paddock box? Or you treated like royalty another way? Let me know. He cannot throw it like that. He just can't. This ball hit Ferrier in both hands. In both hands. He cannot have his thumbs. He cannot catch this ball like that with thumbs up. He's got to turn his hands and catch it. You can't see me. So he's got to catch it with his hands, with his palms facing the ball. Can't catch that like that. Now, are the elite guys can catch those? Some of them can. But you cannot have your hands palms facing up to make a catch with ball coming with pace. Unless you have really elite hands. So that's an easy ball. End zone handicap seats of the ball. Just John, I always stand up in the concourse. When I was able to come to games before I was coaching high school, I would buy a seat somewhere, and I've never sat in my seat unless my family's with me. I always stood up in the concourse. So I know exactly what you're talking about. That's the best view. That's the best angle if you're a football guy, in my opinion, because you can see the play develop more from the end zone cut than from at the 50-yard line. This pass needs to be caught. That's simple. This pass has to be caught. That's simple. See, I can't sit in the chairs, John. I feel I'm not handicapped, so that's a handicapped section. So I wouldn't dare sit because when I was going to games, so what the last 3 years I haven't gone, last 2 years, is I have just stood back behind him. Make a triangle. Yes, but exactly. So that was a missed opportunity. But we get it here. You don't have to be 230 pounds to be able to run short yardage. You don't. You don't. Ten zero. I'm feeling, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I'm feeling real good at this moment. At this moment of the game, I'm feeling real spicy. I got a glitch in this. 10-0, y'all. I don't know what happened in this point. Second down and 10. We stuff them. So I want y'all to understand that this defense, as of right now, halfway through the first quarter, has played well. Has played well. Then we get that. I'm like, we are on the 40-yard line. Y'all understand? I know I didn't cut it. I don't think y'all understand how good of a defensive play. I tell my guys all the time, if the quarterback looks away from you, be patient with breaking on the ball. Because you want him to throw it. And I want y'all to see what Thorne is doing. His primary read is this way. Then he's going to work his way back to the receiver. When he sees the receiver, he doesn't continue to go, can I draw another one? He doesn't continue to go from here when he sees the receiver and span out again. He stops. So he never sees JQ. See, he went to his left, then he goes to his right, and then this is a pick. I show up in the end zone. This should be offensive pass interference. And once he sees that, he knows he has that outside receiver up. He forgot about the corner. So he scans from his left, and he knows I have, don't want that now. He knows he has backside. He's got here with a guy outside filling the void. So watch the big tight end. Watch what it does to D-Jack. D-Jack has the right to his spot. That's a block, dude. So he is blocking the defender who's responsible for where he's throwing to hole. See how right now in this picture, D-Jack and Pop is in the same spot? D-Jack isn't supposed to be there. He shouldn't be there. But he was down, pushed into the area. See the push? See the block? So that opened up this window that Thorne now thinks he can fit one in. But aha! Great pick. Now we're in business, y'all. We in business. 40-yard line, we in business. Wilcox trips over, I think that's Cox's feet right there. If he doesn't trip over his feet, I think he gets something out of this. I think he gets about 4. I think he gets about 4 yards. But they clicked feet, and now he's tackled for, I think, like a 1-yard gain. This is so bad. This is utter poor officiating. This is the worst of the worst. Ball is in the air. This DB, let me get out of that icon. This DB right here is making contact with Dane Key. You can't do that. And if I'm a big proponent of this technique, but the ball is right here. Ball is in the air. You cannot bump a receiver in college when a ball is in the air. You cannot bump a receiver in college when the ball is in the air, especially when you are not looking at the ball. This guy makes contact and pushes Dane out of bounds. The ball is right here. It's not uncatchable at this point. He makes illegal contact with Dane Key. That's bullshit, man. That is bull. That is a penalty every day, twice on Saturday, 4 times on Sunday. That's a penalty, man. And they kept it in their pocket. That's so bad. It's 10-0, y'all. 15-yard penalty. We get the ball on the 25. I like our chances to at least get to 13. But no, they swallow the flag. Horrible. There's no excuse for that. There's none. I don't understand how you don't call that. It makes no damn sense. That one's a hard one. So now we're in third. I'll show for the end zone view. I don't know why Brock doesn't stay and climb the pocket. Or if you're going to move, he can move this way. I don't understand why it looks like he's going to make the right decision and climb in the pocket right there. But then he escapes to, don't escape that way. No, that's a bad way to escape. Throw the ball away. I don't think we go for it, but throw the ball away. Look at this way. Cox does a great job. This guy goes inside, he seals him. There's nothing but daylight here. Or if you want to, we can climb the pocket right here and take off, or climb the pocket and give your receiver enough time to get this third down pass. We cannot do that. I don't know, Craig, if it's 95%, but I think it's higher than that. And that's no knock. A lot of quarterbacks escape a certain way, and defensive coordinators will call their blitzes to take advantage of it. He's not the only one. Rex Grossman was horrible at Florida. But there is no reason to escape that way. Right now, there's no reason. There's no reason to do that. Zero. So, this is the difference maker in this drive. and the defense was playing well. So, again, it's hard for fans to understand. Now, don't get me wrong. These corners are not very good. But if they're going to play a version of cover 3 over here, the flats are not covered. In cover 3, I'm just going to say it again. I know this is not what they're playing over here. Corner has deep thirds, safety has deep thirds, corner has deep thirds. If you're going to bring 4, that's 4 plus 3, that's 7. So you only have 4 guys left. All right? And there's 6 underneath zones. So 2 zones are going to be unoccupied. And those 2 zones are the flats. So if you're going to do this, the key thing of it, if you're going to give it up, you got to come up and make a tackle and limit them to 5 or less yards. 5 or less. That's a good tackle. Get them out of bounds. Now, second. That is, we are in good shape right now. 2nd and 6. They want to throw a speed out. That is a long throw, y'all. That's from opposite hash to the bottom of the numbers. That's at least, that's probably what, in essence, 36 minus 7. So you're talking about 29-yard throw this way. Where's the quarterback? With 10-yard throw this way. The actual throw is probably 30 yards. High 29s. That's a long throw. Now, be honest with you. Even the break is not bad. That's not a bad break. That's a long throw. He drops it. That's why you make him make those throws. It's not a guarantee. That's a long throw, y'all. He drops it. 3rd and 6. Bullshit. I guarantee that when you put in a blitz, somebody has contained. This is a great blitz because they put 4 receivers out. That means only 1 back in the backfield. And we are going to bring 6. So there's 6 on 6 potentially. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring him and Luke Pop right behind him. He can only take care of one of them. And one of those defensive linemen has to have contained. I'm going to say it's Ripka. I don't think it's Dion, but that's just my thought. If we can get, if one of these big nasties gets contained and make Thorne pull up, Pop sacks him right there. He sacks him right there. It's 3rd and 6, and they have to punt it. And we get good field position again. But they make a great play. Great pitch and catch. And now they're out of their end zone. If you understand, this is why it's important to understand the why as a player. Not just what you do. Understand the why of this call. If you understand it as a defensive lineman, you understand that the guy that's outside of me is looping back around up A gap. So therefore, somebody needs to be contained. If you know the why, you got to care enough to want to know the why. Okay? So now, if we're going to run this blitz and we run it well, and Ripka goes outside instead of trying to penetrate inside, or I'm not sure, I mean, it could be a situation where Dion, Ripka's supposed to get the attention of that guard, have him punch, and then Dion comes outside. I'm not sure what they're running, but you need an outside guy. Look at the guy at the bottom. Look at Matthews. I think that's Matthews. He's outside, contained. We need another one because if we have it, Pop is unblocked. He's unblocked, and that is a sack. All right. So I'm going to get off of this. As a DB, it's 3rd and 6 and you playing man. We're going to look here. 3rd and 6 and you're going to play man. We're playing man. And this side of the field. Situational football. Is this the time to go make a pick? Maybe not, unless you know you have it. So right now, I think that's Waller. Waller breaks. Not a bad break. His eyes are still on the receiver. Because I know they're on the receiver because he wouldn't see this roundabout if he wasn't looking at him. If he was looking at a quarterback, he wouldn't have seen that adjustment in the route. So I know he's looking at the receiver, which is what you should do. Now, the only thing you got to do is you got to go upfield shoulder. That's it. We had 2 minor errors, and that gets them out of the doorstep of their end zone, which changes everything. That changes everything. Because now you lose the field position battle. Great job by Childress. You lose the field position battle. You got to get off that block, Waller, but you turn them in. That's half the battle. Now we're in 3rd and short, medium. Get off the field, boys. Find a way to get off the field. Now, this is a problem for me. I want y'all to understand this. This is why this is a problem. All right. They line up and trips to the field. There's only one wide receiver over here. If I have curl flat, I don't have curl flat because there's only one receiver here. Curl flat is important for this, y'all. If he runs a curl and he runs an arrow route, you want to hold in the curl and make him throw it here. That's curl flat because there's 2 options over here. There's 2 receivers with a pattern read, 2 options for the quarterback. Over on this side, there's only one. You go find one. Here's a lot of problems with this. In the intro of Watching with Styles, there's an interception against Peyton Manning. That is cover 3 backside to a single receiver side. I played him man to man. because there's no other threat. The only other threat could be if they bring somebody all the way across. You know how long it takes for them to bring them all the way across? I'm going to play him in a situation. I'm still looking at the quarterback, but I'm going to play him almost man to man with eyes on quarterback, feeling someone coming over. Because Waller is all the way on the fucking hash when the ball is caught and tackled. Look at where Waller is. What the hell? Now, I know that's JJ. But JJ, when you took your drop right here, which is a good drop, you keep feeling the receiver. Now, also in this situation, the corner could communicate and say, out route, whatever you want to call. So then, if JJ hears you, he can keep widening because there's no curl. Number one is your curl. He's on the sideline. See how D-Jack is pushing over too? This is a chance where he can go get one. Ugh. Good job by Pop. Good job by Pop. I don't know if that's Green Dog. That's a good job. Get him down. Now we get him a 2nd and 18. This is such an outstanding play by J.J. Weaver. He had him a game, y'all. He had him a game. I want you to understand this. That offensive lineman gave him no resistance. Instead of trying to keep going at the quarterback, he says, "Oh, you ain't gonna fool me. I've been playing this game for 6 years. No resistance? Let me get back and retrace my steps." He's in the way of this. Y'all, if Thorne is able to throw that ball there, look at the blockers out in front. They have something. I don't know how much of something, but look at that. We got a block here. We got a block there, and we got a block out in front. Does he get 10 yards? I wouldn't doubt it. Does he get 12 yards? Maybe. I don't know. But because this guy does his job, he eliminated. He eliminated by himself. By himself. Now it's 3rd and 18. We bring 4. He has nothing. It's another quarterback that escapes to his right where he didn't have to. He could have stepped up in the pocket. They manipulated the pocket, stepped up, then escaped. There's many ways. But he escaped right to the blitzer. I think that's love it. Good tackle. Now it's all ball. The problem is now it's all ball on the -9. When we had a chance minutes earlier to probably have the ball around midfield. So we lost 40 yards of field position, which means we got to convert 4 first downs to get to where we should have been. So we need 4 extra first downs. Don't like it. Now, like I said in cut-ups, I think this is the method of getting Barry and Brown out in space. Because Barry and Brown, I'm sorry, this is 3 years of watching them play. Barry and Brown has no wiggle, 0 wiggle. 0 in a phone booth, make a defender miss. So you want to use his speed, you got to get him out in space running. So then all you got to do is turn up. So this is a excellent call down on all -9 to get him the ball in space and see if he can outrun somebody. I honestly thought that, and here's a tough part, y'all. It's 2nd and 2. So as a running back, you can't lose yards. It's a cardinal rule. Don't lose yards. But if he bounced it, like I said, he did what was right. But if he pressed the hole, slow in, and bounced it here, I think he gets a first down and more. But he's trying to get the first down. More power to him. Never will criticize it. I'm just showing you the why. So we get it on 3rd down. Have to run another play. This to me is a problem. This to me is a problem. He's got 2 seconds left. And his clock, watch what he does. He goes backwards. There's no one at his feet. There, it's 2.5 seconds. And look at the distance he has. There's no one. There's no pressure at all. Why are we frantic with our feet and bagging up? Okay? If he would have stayed patient and stayed calm and didn't feel ghosts, look, there's no one at his feet. He could have stayed composed and threw it right here. But now we bagging up. We're going backwards. Don't throw the greatest of pass because we ain't put enough zip on it. But there was no reason in that situation to be frantic in the bottom half. That was great pass pro. Now we do the obvious where, okay, they're going to run it. So let's run blitz. Teams have figured it out. Bush, they figured it out. Now, this was a good pickup. I think this is Patterson. This is another situation of calmness, step up in the pocket. Patterson did a great job of eliminating him. Now, step up in the pocket. It's 3rd and 8. Here's the thing when you step up in the pocket. Some of these guys are going to come up. Guess what happens? Now you have a void behind them. Climb the pocket. Climb the pocket. Climb the pocket. Damn. That's not on the O-line, y'all. That's not an O-line issue. That's not an O-line issue. Let's see how much time he has. That's 4 seconds, y'all. That's 4 seconds. That's 4 seconds. Here's the thing. I promise you. If he climbs the pocket right now, this guy comes up and Dane Key sits right behind him, and you got a shot. Look at the pocket, y'all. At this moment right there. Look at the pocket. Look at where his eyes are. If he moves up, Dane has a shot right there. He actually, it's not a great shot, but here's the thing, y'all. This is where anticipation happens. See, right now, he can throw it to Dane right now. Throw him right here. Let it rip. See y'all, this guy is in a predicament. If he would have thrown it right now, he can fit it right there. Throw him down, that's your shot. It's more than enough time, y'all. I forgot about this. Look at the guy. I don't know who that is. And this is the scary part. This is why I say this all the time. Bush isn't helping himself. Bush isn't helping himself with this whole fucking subbing in and out all the damn time. But also, there are plays to be had. I mean, if he climbs the pocket, right here, he's got somebody behind Dane running scot-free. If he climbs the pocket, I mean, you can see the legs right now. You can see that little leg right there. He's open. Trust your eyes. Trust your eyes. He's there. He's there. He's there, y'all. So, I know. I know. It's frustrating. At least for me, it is. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Damn. Now we give them the ball back at their midfield. And I wonder what happens with them being at their midfield. You know? I wonder what happens. That's a great job. Y'all, this is the way you create an edge. Running back, yow, you ain't going no further than right there. So now, why it helps is it doesn't make Afari have to run 4 to 5 yards further. That tackle by Afari was all set up by that guy. He's the creator of that 1 yard gain. Now, Afari's going to get credit for the solo, but that was pop and pop and pop and pop. Now, y'all, I don't know, but what's going on right in this front makes no sense. Watch what Ripka does. He runs into, I think that's Gilbert. Is he slanting? But who? I want y'all to understand this. I don't think I have an end zone cut. So, oh, excuse me. So, in theory, if Gilbert has both A gaps, right? That means we have a B gap, which is right here. We have a C gap there. This is an extra guy. So who has contained? But if Gilbert goes to A gap, we only have one guy out here for B and C. He cannot get there, y'all. It's a natural big ass hole because Ripka falls on the ground and takes out his damn teammate. So this big run is made because guys are not where they're supposed to fucking be. That's unacceptable. That's bullshit. Now I was wrong, y'all. These plays where the dude makes the play but misses, we need a stat. You're right, John. That would be a great stat. That would be something I would have to take on. All right. This is just a young guy panicking. Second of all, he doesn't get his hands on him enough, in my opinion, right here. But he's in great shape at 5 yards away. He's in great shape here. This is a situation where he leans with his upper body too much. He's actually trying to turn his head around, in my opinion. Right. Let me see if I can go frame by frame. Nope. Not. About right there. He's trying to. If he continues to whip that head around, they wouldn't call it. If he continues to whip his head around, he will also not lean into the receiver. Third and 2, y'all. We can get off the downfield. Look where the ball is at. Look where the ball is at. We can get off the field. Will they go for it? And what if we stop them? They go for it, we stop them, we get the ball there. These are the plays that are the difference between these players being engaged still and then starting to lose that edge. That's a fucking great attack. Number 7-7. That's the way you attack. Let me see if I can right here. Watch that collision. That is perfect. Now we just gotta get a Fari to take the right angle. He's gotta take the right angle to the ball. He could have tackled him at the line of scrimmage. Another situation of who has contained. Someone probably got to give a think this is Ripka. Someone got to probably give Ripka a call to say you have to cap the edge because we ain't got nobody over here. Unless this safety's supposed to drop, there's no one who can create an edge. He goes in, and then there's no edge setter because linebacker probably has. All right. Maybe I'm wrong. This is just gaps, y'all. This is why it's so important. So we got B gap, A gap, A gap, B gap. Then you got C's on the outside, C gaps on the outside both tackles. If Ripka is going in B, and Silver has both A's, and Dion has B, and this might be JJ, got C, there's no gap inside for DJ. The only gap, because now we got contained by, I'm sure that's Childress, you got to get to here. Every gap is filled inside. There's not a gap available. I am comfortable saying that he doesn't have a gap because who has C gap? Fuck. No gap integrity. That's what that is about. That's no gap integrity. Now I could be wrong with who has that C gap, but you can see it here. If I don't know if that's Saunders, that could be Saunders. If he goes inside for B and he has A, and let's just say he has A, he has B because you got this extra defender outside. There's no gap in here. They're all taken care of. This one right here, Terrion can't look back. The reason why he can't look back is because at this point right here, he's trailing the receiver. See the space in between? If he looks back now, he's gonna slow down. This is how you catch up with receivers because they have to look back. Natural body mechanics will force them to slow down. You can't run your fastest as looking back. And he has to play hands, and the receiver just makes a great catch. That's a good throw with a great catch, y'all. Now, look at that difference. It's there. He has the ability to do it. Rush, steps up in the pocket, then goes lateral. How many times have I said he could do that this year? And he does it. This is beautiful. On an over route. Then he throws a dot. So it's there. Steps up in the pocket, then goes lateral. Now he's got room. Beautiful. We should be able to do that way more often. That's the standard now. Look at Wilcox running. This is the one we got to have, y'all. We got to have this one, Dan. You made 2 unbelievable catches already. Let's make the third one. This is a dot. He cannot run down the field and hand it off to you better. We have to make that catch. We have to make that catch. We have to make that catch. Period. That's a difference maker. gotta make that catch. He put it on you perfectly. We gotta make that catch. Now, when you look at an end zone cut, I think I know what he saw. He saw 18 bail, and when he bailed, he knows he has a receiver going up the seam, and if he bails, he got a whole shot there. It just was a bad decision. Bad decision, bad outcome. That happens, man. The same thing happened to Auburn guy. So that's just football. We gotta adjust better. Come on, man. Come on, fellas. We gotta find a way. Find a way. They just washed Gilbert all the way to the logo. And that's his run lane. Ugh. Can't get washed, y'all. Can't get washed. Now, this is hard. He's got to pull him up. But now we got to make that tackle. I have no problem being 2nd and 6. Make the tackle, and we live to see another down, but we can't miss. Then he gets 10, 15, almost 20 more yards after the miss. But this is why, like I said, this team didn't give up. All right, they got the ball inside the 20. Childress takes on 2. That means somebody's free. Make a tackle. It's 3rd and 4. This guy had him a day, in my opinion. Weaver. Watch him fight 77. One-on-one situation. That's a hold. That's a hold. How the hell are we missing that? You call a bullshit hold on us earlier. How are you not making that hold call? Make it make sense. That's a blatant hold. The boys find a way, man. Good job. I love it. He gets nowhere, and they get a field goal. Now, remember those plays that happened earlier that we just execute a little better? Or the offense doesn't throw the pick? Like, this is textbook. Tell me, does he not spin him around? He goes on the other side of him, has his fucking hand around his body, and you don't call that? When the offensive lineman does this right here, that's automatic hold. I don't even have to look. I would call a flag right now just because he did that. That's a hold, man. Just like the guy on whatever game, Minnesota, and he face mask, and he's like, oh shit, that's a face mask. Come on, man. As a DB, I'm glad they didn't make this call, but as a Kentucky fan, you got to make this call. Watch at the top of the route. This guy pulls Dane's jersey. See that? Right there. You got to call that. The funny part about it, they don't call that one, but they call some bullshit later, which obviously is a makeup call. Great pitch and catch there, though. They playing Bell, good timing, pitch and catch. Awesome. Wasted down. Wasted fucking down. Wasted down. Now they're gonna call this one, right? I want y'all to hear me out with this. If they are going, you read this guy in the middle, because they're playing man. There's no safety in the middle of the field, right? Number 4 is trying to get to the middle, and he sits. Number 4 drives that, okay? This is the safety that was in the middle of the field, okay? If he drives that, the guy who's more open is here. This is the guy who's open. You throw him the ball outside the hash. You throw a ball outside the hash and let him run to it. When you saw that safety sit, because you're looking right at him. When you see that safety sit, you go for the post. Now they call that. They call this one. And honestly, I don't think that's a penalty. They didn't call the other one. Wasted down. Wasted down. Fucking wasted down. So now we're playing with 2 downs. Now, I'm not sure if this a call quarterback or he just saw the pressure. Because here's the deal for me. If you know the and I was about to say something stupid. If he knows the route. He knows the route. That's 9-yard depth. You take that all day. You take that all day, backside. Take what they're going to give you all day, open. Throw it there. I don't know. It might have been called a QB draw. See, this is another situation where he's got to stay patient in the pocket. There's no boogeyman that's coming at you now. Look, he moves to his left right now. There's no boogeyman that's at you now. These guys here have done a really good job. Now Wood is bringing them around the hoop. If you step up, then he's null and void. Then you step up. If you want to escape, step up, escape that way. Like, he got freaked out for no reason. And he never stepped up in the pocket. Fuck, man. Shit. Now, like I said, that's easy for me to say, but come on, man. Now, this is the last drive. Defense gotta do a better job. I think this was this was their biggest run. This was a 20-yard run, y'all. I want y'all to understand they had one 20-yard run in the first half. They had 3 carries, 3 rushes in the second half of 40 or more. And as I said, is it coincidental that is when we lose a linebacker and defensive outside linebacker? Lost our inside and outside linebacker. That was their biggest run of the first half. Here's the thing, y'all. Minute 56. At the 50, we got to do better in coverage. At the 50, at the 40 now. And they don't get a field goal off. It is no way that we come in this defense after fucking half and lay a damn egg. Pop is just upset. He's getting hell. Pop is pissed. Every game he feels like he's getting hell. Dion just out-muscled poor 55. That's a good coverage sack, too. Nowhere to throw it. So now tick, 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 a minute. Good break on the ball. Tackling in bounds. They only got one timeout. Tick, 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 tick. Keep them in bounds. Keep them in bounds. Don't let... Wow, y'all. This is horrible. This is so bad. Make the tackle. A good form tackle. And keep them in bounds. Not allow them to get a first down. Now, I don't know what Hugh Freeze was thinking about running the ball right there with one timeout. I think he felt like he's going to get a field goal regardless. Well, he didn't know about J.J. Weaver right here. Great play by Weaver. And we go into halftime, in my opinion, with momentum. Because we could have won the halftime after playing a really good half, down 13-10. But we are tied. And I'll talk about the second half tomorrow. I appreciate y'all who tuned in to watch. I knew JD wasn't going to come because I'm sure he's watching this Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, comment, subscribe. Bring a friend next time. Well, you know what, y'all? I'm not going to say that. That's some bullshit. I just appreciate y'all because the way this season is coming, ain't nobody else going to dedicate time unlike y'all faithful followers. So I appreciate y'all more than you can believe because this season is not a season for me to be expecting high turnout. But just like y'all have supported this team, y'all have supported me. So I appreciate it. So I see y'all, good old boys and girls, the faithful few, tomorrow, same time, same station.